Rue de Fleurs studio. Today we are pulling new items to do a booth refresh. So back in March, I signed up to have a handmade and antiques booth at my local antique mall downtown from where I live. And it's very convenient for me, and I really wanted like a new place to sell that I didn't have to just pop up for one day or a weekend. That is so exhausting. And it's very hit or miss, right? Like if people don't come out that day or the weather's bad, forget about it. You paid a bunch of money, you set off a whole day. I usually have to have my husband give up a day too. You sit around, you have to haul everything in and out. It's pretty stressful. And, I just really wanted my own little area that I could display what I wanted all year long and not have to just take it up and put it down all the time. So even though now I'm paying a monthly rent to be somewhere, I don't have, it doesn't feel as stressful. I can do it in a window of time that works for me to go and check on things and refresh my booth. And that is what I'm doing right now. I am going to do a summer refresh, early summer, so May, June, and July. And I am using Lost and Found Vintage, her sort of collection ideas that she has to help me this year build collections of things so that my booth looks really cohesive for people who might be stopping in. I mean, obviously I make lots of different things throughout the year, and I'm someone that doesn't make 50 of the same thing. I maybe make it once or twice or a handful of times, but I never make, you're not going to see 50 of the exact same pillow or whatever. So to create a look that's cohesive, I am sticking with her sort of themes or items that she looks for that create a feeling of cohesion, even though stuff might not, you might not have many of the same object. So some of her summer things, she calls it summer fun. So it's travel inspired items like old maps, travel souvenirs, vintage suitcases. She has down camping, but I might save that till the end of the summer for another idea. Seashells, nautical decor, ocean inspired art, yard games and sports, patriotic decor, 4th of July, milk glass vases, and things with fruit. So that is sort of what I have looked for throughout all of the items that I have, and I'm going to share a few of them with you today, as well as then probably early next week when I go down and set my booth up, I'll try to film that so you can see what my booth turnover looks like. But I just went through and created a spreadsheet of all of the different items that I thought I had that would work with that theme and sort of that color story. Obviously, it's going to lean very heavily red, white, and blue. And so I looked for anything that I had that was like that, a little bit brighter colors than what I've had down here for the spring. And some of the things that are in my booth right now, I will leave them and just rearrange them and intermix them with this. And some of the stuff I will take completely out and just put it back in my storage cupboard and sell it again. It's always up on Rue de Fleurs Etsy, so you could always go there if it's moved and you don't see it in the booth, or if you see something and you want it. I always have it for sale there, so you can check that, and that's always linked in the description below. Okay, so I'm going to pop you off and I'll go through some of the things that I pulled just so you can see my color story, and that'll be it because I got to go get to my residency today. Okay, so I have this really cute little like mug rug or wall hanging that I have that's red, white, and blue. It's got some hand embroidery and little applique hot air balloons. And I have a whole assortment of different patriotic pins and things that I've made a really long time ago. I would love to get rid of some of these things just because I've had them for a while, but I still have quite a few left, so that would be really good. You can see that that fits with my patriotic theme. Then I have a couple of little sachets. I have a larger grouping of sachets on the other side, so maybe refilling them. They're lavender. I have a bunch of lavender petals, but I might refresh those before I put them out. But they like kind of fit within the color. They're pretty. Oh, here's the big bag of the lavender sachets are back here. It's all lavender that I grew in my yard last year, so putting those out would be really fun. They don't look like much in the bag, but they do smell really good. I have these makeup remover puffs that I made with the swallows and sort of the ocean collection. So these were really easy. This was a video I did in my Zero Waste series a little while back. So I think I'll put those out. They look really nice with everything. I have a couple of vintage inspired aprons that need a good pressing, but they are in the right colors. This one's like a funky 50s, 40s, 50s space theme, Jetsons thing. I have a couple of little baby bibs that are left over from a few years ago when I was really into making those bandana baby bibs. I'd love to get rid of those. I have these fun mystery bag art challenges. I made these for a sale a few years ago, and I think these would be really fun for people to grab if they have like little kids that they're babysitting. It has an assortment of leftover art supplies in here, and you can just challenge yourself to come up with some creative way to use them. So that's just like a fun little thing to use up. I made those for a different sale, like I said, so I'd like to get rid of those. I have a few vintage soda crates that I collected over the years, but I don't really use them. They've just kind of sat on the top of a shelf for a while, so I don't need them anymore. I made my son this flag pieced little piece of quilted square. I don't know what to call it, words. But he doesn't want it anymore. I found this at the thrift store. I think it's super cute, but I don't need it. I have this old vintage, it kind of looks like a French suitcase, so I'll take that. I have a couple of baskets that match and look good together, these red ones. I like them. This one needs a little bath. I have the red flyer wagon, a random vase. In here I have some coasters that I made, little 4-patches, and they go along with the 4-patch kits that I have. So I pulled a few that are very summery, and the kit includes everything that you need to make 4 coasters. So if you want to, you can hand sew them. If you want to take them on a trip, they're great for traveling. If you're going camping and you just want like a little handheld project to work on, it has all of the supplies. It has the batting, the backing, all of the squares that you need, and complete instructions, as well as you get a little handmade tag that you could put on them or something else. And this is what they look like at the end. So this is a camping inspired theme one, but I have several other themes. I have a few zipper pouches. So this one's ladybugs, nautical, and I have these really cute nautical purses, which I'm not sure why these never sold. I really like them. I think they're sweet for 4th of July. I have 2 of those left. Oh, I have this other log cabin style coaster kit like that. It's a little bit more of a vintage red, white, and blue sort of theme. I have a couple of little seashell ornament things that I made. So I like all that stuff. I have this fun cake stand that I can use to elevate a few things. And then all the blankets that I pulled, I have this one that I call Feathers and Gems. I have this one that I can't remember what I call it, but it's a little bit of a different take on red, white, and blue. So it's got like more of the teal, gray, and coral. So kind of a different iteration of red, white, and blue. Jungle theme, just because it's fun. Ocean theme. I have some tote bags. I have this really pretty batik with the grid plaid on the top. I love that fern. It's so beautiful. I have the fun splatter totes. I have a couple of those. Oh, I have this funky dog quilt, bandana quilt that I made. This will be an upcoming pattern. So you could use up your dog bandanas. I don't know. It's just silly and fun. It's just a fun reuse project. Again, like that zero waste. I have this gorgeous large triangle throw blanket that would be perfect for someone's graduation to take off to college. I have this Chasing Rainbows quilt. Really love that one with the clouds and a rainbow theme. I think I already held up the Preppy Star, and I also have another one down in the booth right now that I'll probably leave. I have this Rail Fence Kitties in blue and Rail Fence Dinosaurs in a rainbow. I have one travel wallet left, so this holds like a passport and tickets and a notebook and everything. That's fun. I made those a few years ago. That's my last one. I have some travel themed pouches. I like to take these. You can fit your passports in here. I've taken our passports in these. I have only the yellow and orange left. I had other color zippers, but that's it. One dog treat pouch. So you can put the dog treats in there, carry some of their waste bags and stuff, and it clips into like a belt loop or on another bag. And it's that PLU fabric so that it doesn't get like greasy or anything. I have some of my vegetable themed hot pads. Oh, this fun toucan little mug rug situation. A bunch of different mug rugs that are made out of leftover strips and pieces. I've got the hot pads that are made out of vegetables, the pomegranates, and daisies. I really like the daisy one. I've got a couple of vegetable oven mitts. Again, words. I'm not fully awake today or something. A blue version of an oven mitt with some scrappy blue things. So you can see my theme is red, white, and blue, sort of, and ocean. I've got this little ocean pouch with mermaids. I have this really old, like Dreamcatcher inspired art quilt. Lots of art quilts to take down this month. I've got this Primary Prairie. So beautiful red, white, and blue kind of theme. I love this one. You can also get the pattern for this one from my Etsy shop or in the booth. I have the patterns in the booth as well, printed out. Oh, this is really cool for like a young man maybe going to college. He's into music, the guitar themed throw. Really like this one. I've got a lot of art quilts, like I said. So I have this, what did I call this one? Screaming Eagle. I like that one. That was really fun. Squash blossoms, very pretty, made out of like leftover denim. Very nice, right? Very Americana. With Disciplined Hope art quilt with the Hydrangea cyanotype and lots of applique. This is turning into a mess. I have a little table topper with some applique. This pillow top. This is the Shattered Squares pillow in the farmhouse colors, and I really love the blue and red. That's kind of like a subtle red, white, and blue. I've got the veggie runner that goes with all the other veggie things. Make Your Mark. Live Your Love Story. What's this one? Soar, upside down. And then some of the other runners in the beautiful sort of red, white, and blue kind of look. More bright colors. I really like those. I don't know. Do people not use table runners anymore? I have a buffet that really needs a runner because the top is not very nice, so I like them. Okay, and that is it. You can see it's quite the little hog pile right now, But my next job is to tag everything, refresh it if it needs refreshing. I go through everything and have a look at it, think about how I'm going to display it, and then I pack it up in some chewy boxes, as you do, and I will take it down probably next week. I don't have that much time left this week. And I might try to make a few other things, but I don't have that much time right now because, like I said, I'm in the middle of a residency. So I'll refresh everything and double check that it's in good shape and, like, you know, nothing. I don't want to fix anything or do anything, make any modifications. Sometimes this stuff goes back and forth a few times before I sell it, but yeah. So I have to get to work tagging and whatever and just make sure everything looks great. And then next time I will show you the setup. So I hope you have a great day and you feel inspired to get creative. Yeah, have a great one.